Hey guys, when you go to church, what do you expect? What are you expecting? I want to challenge you in your thinking there because every one of us comes from a different background. We come from a different family background. We come from different cultural backgrounds. We can maybe come geographically from different areas. But yet we have this grand idea that when we come into church, everything's just going to magically blend and everybody's just going to love everything. What are you expecting when you come into God's house? I'm going to ask you to stop expecting based on your own experiences, but start expecting what God says should be in church. God says that His house should be a house where people are there who aren't perfect, but the power of God is changing their life. Or instead of that, are you expecting the pastor to wow you with a new message, or expecting the worship team to just floor you with a great new song? What are we expecting when we go to God's house? Because one of the greatest enemies of our church could be the fact that every one of us is walking in the door with a false expectation. Are we expecting God's house to be a house of prayer, or do we want everybody to like us there? Are we expecting God's house to be a house of healing, or are we gossiping? Are we expecting God's house to be a house of restoration and deliverance and salvation? Or are we coming into God's house because it's a social event and we like that guy or we like that person or we enjoy the kids' ministry or we like the families in the church? Now, what are you expecting when you come to God's house? I challenge you, this could be one of the sneakiest enemies that you ever face when you come into God's house, is expecting something false. Man, when I come into God's house, I want to expect His presence to change my life. There might be things go on that maybe don't fit my style, but if Jesus is in the house, I'm going to throw my style out the window. And so I challenge you on this. Don't have false expectations, because false expectations is just going to lead you to disappointment. Work your best at forming an expectation about church, about what the Bible says. Expect that and watch your life change.